الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Today we're going to be talking about Tariq chapter number 3, which is the development of Islamic jurisprudence, or what we call fiqh. Islam spread widely during the time of the Prophet and Khulafa al-Rashidin. No text other than the Holy Quran was referred to for Islamic knowledge. During the Umayyad rule, Islamic jurisprudence was developed significantly through the efforts of several scholars. The four most known scholars of Islamic jurisprudence lived during the Umayyad Caliphate and the beginning of the Abbasid Caliphate. Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik ibn Anas, Imam Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmahullah alayhima. Imam Abu Hanifa, he was born in Kufa, Iraq in the 90 Hijrah. He had the opportunity to learn Islam from 9 Sahabis. Since he was born after the demise of the Prophet, he was among the Tabi'un. His compilation of hadith was known as Musnad Abu Hanifa. His fatwas or his rulings were based on the Holy Quran and from the hadith that was available to him at that time. He passed away in 150 Hijrah in Kufa. After his death, his teachings were compiled to a madhab or a school of thought known today as Hanafi madhab by his disciples Abu Yusuf and Muhammad Shaybani. He was a textile trader by profession. Most of his earnings were spent to support scholars and researchers. Next Imam is Imam Malik ibn Anas rahmahullah alayhi. He was the author of the first hadith compilation Al-Muwatta. Born in Medina in 93 Hijrah and passed away in 179 Hijrah. His mentor was Rabi'a rahimahullah alayhi. Imam Shafi'i was his disciple. Imam Shafi'i described Imam Malik as igniting star. His books were Al-Mudawwana Al-Kubra and Al-Raddu Al-Qadriya. His teachings were later known as Maliki Madhab. Imam Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi'i rahimahullah alayhi, born in Gaza, Palestine in 150 Hijrah, passed away in 204 Hijrah. Moved to Mecca, memorized the Holy Quran at the age of 7. He was later known as the Mufti of Mecca. Disciple of Imam Malik ibn Anas rahimahullah alayhi. His profound knowledge of hadith earned him the title Nasir al-Sunnah. Risala, Kitab al-Musnad al-Shafi'i were his major contributions. He was honored with the title the greatest Imam or Al-Imam Al-A'zam. He was an expert in the field of medicine, mathematics and astronomy. He was a poet. His teachings were later known as Shafi'i Madhab. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmahullah alayhi, he was born in Baghdad, Iraq in the year 164 Hijrah and passed away in 241 Hijrah. He was known as Imam Ahlus Sunnah. He authored the book Musnad Ahmad. His teachings were later known as Hanbali Madhab. The next chapter is regarding the compilation of Hadith, chapter number 4. The compilation of the teachings of the Prophet was known as Hadith. The Umayyad Khalifa Umar ibn Abdul Aziz initiated the compilation of the Hadith. The scholars who collected the Hadith from Sahabis and Tabi'un who lived in and around the region were known as Muhaddith. Sanad in Islamic terminology refers to the chain of narrators or transmitters of a Hadith. It is a crucial component in the science of Hadith as it traces the transmission of the Hadith back to the Prophet and his companions. Matn in Islamic terminology refers to the actual text or content of the Hadith which contains the saying, actions and approvals of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah alayhi, full name is Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Ismail al-Bukhari. He was born in 194 after Hijrah in Bukhara, which is in the present day Uzbekistan, and he died in the year of 256 Hijrah in Khartang near Samarkand. His major contributions were: he compiled Sahih al-Bukhari, one of the most authentic and respected collections of hadith with approximately 7,563 hadith, and his famous books were Al-Adab al-Mufrad and Al-Adab al-Kabir. The next Imam is Imam Muslim rahimahullah alayhi. His full name was Abul Hussein Muslim ibn al-Hajjaj al-Qurayshi al-Naisaburi. He was born in 2004 Hijra in Nishapur, Persia, and he died in 261 Hijra in Nishapur, Persia. His major contributions were that he compiled Sahih Muslim, and his famous books were Kitab al-Ilal. Imam al-Tirmidhi rahimahullah alayhi, his full name was Abu Isa Muhammad ibn Isa ibn Sawra al-Tirmidhi. He was born in the year 2009 Hijra in Tirmidh, Khurasan, which is in the present day Uzbekistan, and he died in 279 after Hijra in Tirmidh, Khurasan, and his major contributions were that he compiled Sunan al-Tirmidhi, Ash-Shama'il Muhammadiyya, a collection of hadith focusing on the characteristics, manners, and lifestyle of the Prophet ﷺ. The next Imam is Imam Abu Dawud rahimahullah alayhi. His full name was Abu Dawud Sulaiman ibn al-Ashad ibn Ishaq al-Azdi al-Sijistani. He was born in 202 Hijra in Sijistan, which is the present day Sistan and Baluchistan in Iran. He died in the year of 275 Hijra in Basra, Iraq. His major contributions were that he compiled Sunan Abi Dawud. The next chapter is about Tafsir al-Quran, which is chapter number 5. Tafsir al-Quran is the explanation of Quranic verses as taught by the Prophet ﷺ. It includes understanding the circumstances of revelation of the verses and their relation to historical events. Ilm al-Tafsir later became a distinct science focusing on the detailed interpretation and contextual analysis of the Holy Quran. The first Mufassir we're going to be talking about is Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas, whose full name was Abdullah ibn Abbas, was a cousin of the Prophet Muhammad and one of the most renowned early Islamic scholars. He is often referred to as Hibr al-Ummah, the learned one of the Ummah, and Tarjuman al-Quran, which is the interpreter of the Quran, due to his extensive knowledge and interpretation of the Holy Quran. He was born in 3 before Hijrah in Mecca and died in the year of 68 after Hijrah in Taif. His tafsir was known as Tafsir Ibn Abbas. Ibn Jarir al-Tabari. Ibn Jarir al-Tabari was a prominent Persian scholar, historian, and a mufassir. He is best known for his monumental works in the field of tafsir and history. Full name was Abu Ja'far Muhammad ibn Jarir al-Tabari. He was born in the year 224 Hijra in Amol, Tabaristan, which is the present day Iran. In the year 224, he died in 310 Hijra in Baghdad, Abbasid Caliphate, which is in the present day Iraq. His tafsir was known as Tafsir al-Tabari. Ibn Razi. Imam al-Razi was a renowned Islamic scholar, theologian, philosopher, and mufassir. He is best known for his work in tafsir, theology, and philosophy. His contribution significantly impacted Islamic thought and scholarship. His full name was Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Umar al-Hussein al-Taymi al-Bakri al-Tabaristani. He was born in 543 AH in Rai, Persia, which is the present day Iran, and he died in 606 Hijra in Herat, Khorasan, which is present day Afghanistan. His tafsir's name was Tafsir al-Kabir. Ibn Kathir was a renowned Islamic scholar, historian, and mufassir. He is most famous for his comprehensive tafsir of the Holy Quran and his historical works. His contributions have had a significant impact on Islamic scholarship and are still widely referenced today. Full name was Ismail ibn Umar ibn Kathir al-Qurashi al-Busrawi. He was born in 701 Hijra in Busra, Syria, and he died in 774 Hijra in Damascus, Syria. His tafsir was Tafsir ibn Kathir. This brings us to the end of the slides. Thank you for your attention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.